I am going to talk about strategy plans for UTS 2027 based on the scenario analysis of Australian universities. As an educational institution, UTS plays an important role to the local communities in research and practice domains. At present, UTS has identified several major challenging areas in 2027, which are listed on the slides. I am going to focus on how to achieve an excellent student experience. By 2027, UTS wish to provide students with a personalized experience. To conduct a scenario analysis, I first identified the major uncertainties of the industry. It seems to me that the most influential factor to the future of Australian universities is level of government. Tertiary education is integral to the sustainable development of Australia and the long-term success of Australians' intellectual and economic development. High level of government funding will provide the universities with massive amounts of financial resources, while low level of government funding means that the authorities may withdraw the amount of investment in higher education. Second decisive factor is level of technology. The development of technologies will bring new opportunities and change the way universities deliver knowledge to their students. Many Australian universities utilize the latest technologies and try to adapt their operation model to be more productive and efficient. Given a high level of technology in 2027, the way of Australian universities deliver content has changed dramatically, with more advanced technologies being incorporated. If there is no revolution breakthrough, then Australian universities need to capitalize on and improve its existing resources to maximize the efficiency of teaching and learning. Based on these two critical uncertainties, I have established three different scenarios, which can be seen as the most optimistic, practical, and pessimistic imagination of the future. The first one is a high funding, high technology, with increasing number of government grants and funding, closer industrial connections. Australian universities are operating with higher level of income, flexibility to conduct research and teaching. At the same time, thanks to rapid technological advancements, the way universities deliver its content has changed dramatically. By combining traditional way of learning and also latest technology, the efficiency of learning has improved significantly. In this scenario, funding is not a big problem for Australian universities since the level of government funding is sufficient. Australian universities can capitalize on these fundings to initialize a variety of research programs and develop new courses which suits the industrial environment. The second scenario is low funding, high technology. In this scenario, technology advanced and therefore the way of delivering content has changed. For example, students can now have the gradients from some artificial intelligence robots in some courses. The impact of technological development is similar to the previous scenarios. However, due to low government funding, some activities require high amounts of investment and the last equipment can be cancelled. Universities may need to actively seek a cooperation with some third-party organizations and companies to get funding. The last scenario I created is low funding, low technology. In this scenario, Australian universities need to maximize the existing resources and technologies, and gradually improve the process of teaching to make a fairly good student experience. Impact of technological development are limited. Some topics like artificial intelligence may be still underdeveloped and could hardly put into practice. Major causes of funding might come from the cooperation with some organizations and international students. Finally, comes to the recommendations. I would like to say that a continuous improvement on the quality of education should be the highest priority, since the level of government funding is unsure. Chances are only top universities could receive relatively sufficient funding. Therefore, UTS need to compete with other universities and improve its academic performance and research capabilities. The second recommendation would be the cooperation with industries, organizations, and business. The relationship will not only bring UTS considerable amount of funding, but also provides UTS students with chance to try to engage in the communities. With more internship opportunities and chance to put theories into practice, UTS students will have better learning experience and have greater adaptability in social aspects of learning. Thank you. This is the end of my presentation.